Welcome to the Oceaneers Travel Show.
How?
How? How now, brown cow?
What's up?
Back again this week.
Yeah.
We're not back again last week.
I don't know. Sorry, guys. It's been a little bit crazy around here.
We missed a week last week.
We did.
It's the first week that we have not put out anything since we have been going.
I know. I'm getting choked by my cord today.
Sounds wonderful. Yeah, last week we just were unfortunately too covered up to put out an episode. We did have something planned and it fell through, and somebody had a birthday and we were in Florida. So we just didn't end up with a chance to record.
No, but
so we apologize.
Florida was great.
Please forgive us.
Yeah.
We beg of your forgiveness. We will not miss many weeks. Unfortunately, every once in a while things do happen.
Hey, yep. We all get along and have things to do, and
somebody had their 15th, 25th birthday.
Close, 16th.
25th birthday.
I had the 16th anniversary of my 25th birthday.
Yeah.
The big 4-1. Yes.
You don't look a day over 42.
Oh, thanks. This past weekend celebrated, and my lovely husband said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And he's like, "Anything's on the table." I said, "Well, with Mickey, of course." So what do? We hopped on a plane and we flew to Florida for 3 days and went to Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Which
is my first mistake by saying anything is on the table. Next time I need to say anything within this amount of money. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's okay. We had a really good time. We ate some good food and we got to, just spend some time with each other. This is a sans kid trip.
Yeah, no kid, which was rare but nice.
Yeah, she did not like it.
Did get another Delmonico's out of it, so
yes,
can't go wrong there.
Yes, and you were recognized for the first time. So shout out to you guys if you're watching and you saw us at Akershus.
I'm pretty sure she thought I was Santa Claus, not on the podcast, but either way, I did actually get that a whole lot.
Yeah, a lot of Santa Claus people.
A lot of Santa Claus.
Kenny Rogers.
I did get a few Kenny Rogers.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. Yeah, I have to stop now.
Are we done?
Yeah, I had a little Kenny moment.
I have a little Kenny moment every day, apparently.
So
the beard is pretty
really
epic.
Cool. Somebody actually came up to Charles and says, "Hey, I know you from somewhere. You're Oceaneers Travel, right?"
Yeah, that's the first time that has happened to us at a theme park, and I didn't really know how to respond to that. So I was tried to be very gracious.
He cried.
Oh yeah, I bawled like a baby. I was very it's very awkward when that happens for the first time because you don't know how you're going to respond to it until it happens.
Yeah, and we're still fairly newbies to this whole thing, and
I knew it would happen eventually.
Our following has, grown significantly, but we're still small potatoes compared to some others out there. So the fact that we ran into somebody that had seen our content was really
nice, and she had some kind words to say and told us to keep up doing the good work, which sometimes you need to hear that because anybody that's done this type stuff, sometimes it's very frustrating, very time consuming. It feels like you're putting in a lot of work and not gaining any ground.
Yeah, it does. And it kind of makes it worth putting the effort in.
But you have to remember why you originally started doing this. And we originally started doing this for us.
We did. And we're going to continue to do it for us. This will be something that we said we can look back on in years to come, that we'll have memories that we can, show our kids and, reminisce about when our child was young, and, home movies kind of.
Yeah. So message to anybody out there who's thinking about doing something like this or anything, shoot your shot. You miss 100%.
Stop it.
Of the shots that you do not take. So shoot your shot. What's the worst that can happen? You fall on your face. Well, I've done that many times. It's nothing new. So
pick yourself up,
that. Dust yourself off
and go again.
So thank you, everyone. It has been an incredible year. and we really appreciate it very much.
We appreciate you guys.
The travel agency business is doing really well. It's
And hey, if you're looking for a great gift to give someone, size 7-day cruise never hurts.
cruising do make great
Or
presents.
4-day cruise or 10-day Disney trips, whatever you got up your sleeve. I can
Merry Cruisemas.
help you make that happen. Merry Cruisemas. I like it.
That. You like that.
I like it. So hope you guys are doing well leading up into the holiday season. It's right upon us. It's less than 2 weeks away now till the big guy makes his appearance.
So I'm here now.
Exactly, Santa.
Yeah, I'm getting you a lump of coal.
So
we're going to touch on we're going to touch on our Disney trip because there was some news out of that because there's some new things going on there. So we went to Epcot the first day.
Epcot last week unveiled World Celebration, which is kind of like the epic center hub of Epcot that had been closed for quite some time.
Them walls have been up for what, 4 years?
Them walls have been up for
them walls been up for them walls done been up 4 years.
So that was interesting. It's really beautifully landscaped.
It is.
And I like the flow and the way everything kind of connected together. It was a great place to stand and watch the show on the Spaceship Earth, on the globe. So I really enjoyed that. There was also some lighting in the floors or in the,
the floors.
The floors.
In the pavement, there was lighting.
There was lighting.
There was a lot of seating areas, some phone charging areas. There's still one part that is walled off that I do believe is going to be a restaurant. No expert, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, they've pushed that back to open sometime
In January.
In the early part of next year, but they haven't exactly finalized those plans yet.
I heard January is what I've heard. So,
but everything there is, still being.
I will say this: 4 years. What's there now is super nice. It is really pretty. It's really well done. Don't know why it took 4 years.
Yeah,
it does not look like a 4 years project.
It's not like an attraction necessarily. It's just a glorified garden.
Now, granted, COVID might have played a factor in that.
And I would say it did take a lot of work to intertwine, the electronical part of the
and COVID
lights and
getting supplies, labor,
maybe.
Especially, specialty labor such as that, which is a trained thing,
but
may have been an issue.
One unfortunate event is this area opened on the 5th, which if you're watching this, we're the 12th.
Right. We were
13th.
there on the 8th.
We were there on the 8th. And some of the lighting that were in the pavement is already broken.
Some of the lighting that were in the pavement done already broken.
My words are not forming.
She's been drinking.
Oh.
So.
Pepsi Zero.
So.
But yes.
It's very nice. It
nice.
Shouldn't have took 4 years.
And I don't know why the LEDs in the concrete are already broke. I don't understand.
There was.
You can't have nice things, I guess, but.
Well, somebody probably broke it, but they also, there is the Walt statue, which they did debut at D23 last year.
Yeah, they showed it and talked about it and all that stuff.
Well, it is officially in place.
Installed in this World Celebration area towards the very center back of Spaceship Earth.
And we did go see it.
We did. We waited in about a 15-minute line.
Yeah, the line wasn't bad.
Our picture taken, and that was kind of emotional. Very emotional for me. Of course, everything's emotional in Disney for me. But.
Well, I mean, it was emotional for me too. I mean, you're sitting here in this massive park and massive resort that was really the brainchild of one man, and here's the statue of him, which is a beautifully done statue. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to see him overlooking his vision.
It's almost as if you're sitting there and you feel like, and I'm going to get teary-eyed again. If the man were alive today, he would want you to come up and sit down and have a conversation with him. I just
Feel that.
you feel that sort of connection with him. And I don't know if it's the magic of Disney. I'll talk about the Disney magic all the time, but you feel connected to this greater being. And when you're there, I don't know how to explain it, but
Well,
some Disney people out there will understand what I'm saying when you get that chill that goes over you when you're sitting there thinking about this man that created all of these ideas, and his ideas are continuing.
he's a genius.
Even now, 50 years later. So
Well, that's the thing about Disney, though. Some people get it and some people don't. If you get it, you don't need an explanation, and if you don't, then no explanation will do.
that's a very good way to put it.
So you either get it and it's part of your life, or it's not. And there's nothing wrong with either way. But what drives me nuts is all the websites, and there's a ton of them out there. A couple in particular that their entire podcast, website, YouTube channel, everything is dedicated to Disney, and they do nothing but bash them constantly. Disney is a corporation. Of course, they've done things that are questionable and iffy and this, that, and the other. All corporations have.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that everything they do is bad.
No.
So let's just quit tearing them down. Focus on the good. Let the other people deal with the bad. That's not what we're there as fans or participants or people who go to the parks. I could care less about the bad stuff. That's not why I'm there. I'll let somebody else deal with that. And that may be selfish. I go there for escapism. I don't want politics in my Disney.
Right. Yeah.
Of either side.
True.
I want to go to Disney and escape from all that crap.
Escape from everything, and
I want to see a mouse. That's what I want to see.
Feel like I'm 10 years old again.
So,
which is exactly how I feel every time I go to Disney.
that's a whole topic we could dive into and discuss forever. We're not going to right now.
Right.
So,
but it was really cool to see. I think the area is beautifully done.
We also went to the Candlelight
Processional,
which was hosted by Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Some Doogie Howser.
Some Doogie MD. It was good.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's one of those things you got to see once. And it's not something that I'm like, can't wait to see again. If I happen to be, if I happen to be in the vicinity when it's going on next time and I can get a seat, great. I'll pop in and watch it. But the choir and the musicians were extremely talented. They were
very well done. But it's just a Christmas show. I mean, it's I'd hate to say it like that, but it's
just the standard telling of the Christian Christmas story.
We've all seen it a million times, and I don't have anything against Neil Patrick Harris. I'm just not exactly sure what his purpose was there. And I know that they change it and it's different people on different days, but it really doesn't serve a purpose to have a big celebrity doing it. There's just no need in it.
It's just one of those things they've always done.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not bad mouthing it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not as big of a deal as I thought it would be. It was just okay.
It was just dog. But yeah.
The cookies were terrible.
Yeah, that was...
Did the cookie crawl all the cookies were horrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they were.
The best one was...
Here I said I wasn't going to bash Disney, but now I'm telling them their cookies suck.
Yeah.
The cookies were bad. I'm sorry. None of them were good.
Yeah, I mean... The conundrum, there's a big word for you that I have, is that we had 4 different cookies. And I don't know if the 3 were just so god-awfully bad that it made the 4th one.
I think that's exactly what it was.
Like such a star. Because the Linzer cookie was the best one that we had all day. And
the rest of them were garbage.
It wasn't. And I don't know if it wasn't that great. I mean, if you're comparing these cookies to a Gideon's, you can't even compare because Gideon's is on another world by itself. But these were just... The Snickerdoodle from the Canada Pavilion that had Snickers was god awful.
Tasted like cardboard.
It was god awful.
Oh, see, I disagree. I don't think it was god awful. It did not have a taste at all. It was just like eating a piece of paper. There was nothing.
It was god awful.
To it. All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. We went to had a good day though. I mean, overall at Epcot. And then the next day was her birthday, and we went to Magic Kingdom
along with everyone else in
the world. Well, we didn't know when we had booked the tickets. Apparently, it was the last day,
the last Saturday, that certain pass holders had access.
That season pass holders could get in. In-state season pass holders could get in for the Christmas.
Yes, because they had blackout dates for everything else.
So we did not know that, and we paid the price. We were there. We rode 2 rides the entire day. However, it did give us a really good opportunity to see the shows and some things like that, the parades and some things down. We slowed down. So it was still a good day. A day, just like cruising, a day at Disney is better than a day at work any day.
Absolutely.
A day at sea is better than a day at work.
Did
not get to see the Hatbox Ghost next time. That is back at the Haunted, or just now at the Haunted Mansion, not back. Mm-hmm. We missed it, but we will get it next time.
Every man that turns me on turns me down.
Go ahead, sing it. Oh.
Don't whip little Johnny, just shoot him instead.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's still in Disney, actually.
I think, okay, so...
It was funny, though.
Disclaimer, that was the first time we'd ever experienced country bears.
In person, yeah.
In person, and that was a riot. Oh, my gosh.
I liked it.
I loved it. I wanted to go right back in and watch it again.
It's funny. So it's supposed to be closing for Reno as well. So,
and I'm afraid that some of the funny parts are going to go away because they're not politically correct.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
okay. Somebody got a pretty new ring.
I did. Ooh, maybe we'll put a picture
you can't see it, but
yes, my sweet hubby re-proposed in front of Cinderella's castle.
Second guessing my life choices.
Well, here, take it back.
Let me pay for it first. Just kidding.
The real reason we're all here today.
Let's move on to the main story before I get in trouble.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Okay, so
we're going to talk about cruising.
We're going to dive in a little bit to some cruise news. Many of you may have known that we've got a lot of new, big, large, and in-charge ships coming out within the next couple of years.
That's an understatement.
Icon's already headed this way. Inaugural's the 27th of January, which we will be on. They announced the second Icon class ship, Star of the Seas, and booking actually opened for it on the 5th. And so we're talking today about
whistle?
Yeah. How much is too much? And what in the heck are they thinking about with these prices? It's almost like they're pricing normal people out of the game. And I don't even know if normal people, upper normal people can't even do this. And are you going in debt over tenfold for these trips? I don't understand.
The economics of it is getting kind of crazy.
So we're going to talk a little bit about pricing, and some comparable options, as well as, extra things that you're going to find on these cruise ships that you're going to want to pay for that are still not included in the price. And yeah,
I remember we used to be able to go on a week-long cruise for 3 people was like $1,500.
Yeah. We went on,
you still can, but it's hit and miss.
The last week-long cruise we went on was on Allure of the Seas, and we were in a balcony room. Now, it was post-restart, so there was some variables there, but we only paid $2,400 for 7 days in a balcony.
Yeah. You can't touch that nowadays.
Now, when we went on Oasis of the Seas for the first time, we had an interior, and I think I paid $1,700 for that for 7 days, and then we ended up getting upgraded to an ocean view. But we went on Brilliance of the Seas for a week-long cruise back in 2018, and we paid $1,200.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yes, I know we are 5 years removed from 2018, but some of these prices are 5 times that. And I just don't understand where we're going. There are still deals to be had, but the most bang for your buck, you're going to pay. You're going to pay a lot.
Well, it used to be Disney was the upper echelon of pricing, and they still are.
They still are, and we'll
but
talk
everybody's
about that too,
catching up with them quickly.
Very much so. So let's just jump right into it. Star of the Seas, like I said, was open for booking on the 5th
And that's
of December.
the next icon.
Next icon ship, the newest to be announced by Royal Caribbean. What, you look like you're fixing to say something.
No, I was just going to ask. Well, we booked Icon when the first day it came available.
Yes, and I will tell you what we paid.
And it was we got a balcony room.
After I read this, I'll tell you these numbers, and then I'll tell you what we paid.
Go ahead,
for Icon. Because
take it away.
The difference will shock you, honestly. And I can even take a screenshot and show you the invoice because you probably will not believe me. So Star of the Seas, we're just going to go through this. This is for an interior for 4 people, 2 adults, 2 kids. Kids are under 12, just for the sake of purposes here. $6,900
for 4 people in
an interior room for the inaugural sailing, which is in the middle of August in 2025.
Well, you do expect the inaugurals to be more, but not that much more.
But holy moly.
69, yeah.
$6,900 for an interior.
This is a lot.
I will say that the selling, the actual amount of cabins being booked does not compare on this one to the way it did on Icon.
Well, no, but nobody really expected it to, did they?
I think we had an Icon effect that caused this dynamic pricing here, because when we initially booked Icon, we booked in October of 2022. So that is 15 months removed from the actual sailing. And we paid with taxes and gratuities and a refundable rate. This $6,900 is a non-refundable rate. So just keep that in mind. Our rate was completely refundable and we paid just at $5,000.
Which is good for an inaugural.
$5,015 for a balcony for 3 of us. And that was a pretty good deal.
So we're $2,000 cheaper for a balcony than it is for an interior.
Yeah. Now
that's crazy.
When we booked, it was probably 6 a.m., 6 a.m. when my travel agent was getting a hold of me. Shortly after that, we're talking like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the pricing changed. There was a glitch in the system. Everything blocked out. Travel agents couldn't get in. And then when it re-came on, prices were higher. So I think that they saw that the initial push,
they marked it up immediately. But did they mark it up to $6,900 for an interior?
No, they didn't. I mean, my parents got an Central Park balcony for about $4,700 for the 2 of them. But I mean, it's crazy. I can remember when we went on Harmony of the Seas in its inaugural season. Yeah. It wasn't the inaugural sailing, but it was still in its inaugural season.
But it was only like 8 weeks in.
$4,500 for a junior suite.
Yeah. And it was only like 8 weeks in, I think.
Yeah.
We went.
So I don't know. I'm just having a hard time swallowing some of these prices. And you will go on and see that these have not sold like they, anticipated. The ultimate family townhouse that you've probably seen advertised that has like a slide.
I don't even want to look at it.
It's on the back of the ship and there's direct access to the Surfside area. It's like an ultimate family townhouse. It's two levels. There's just all kinds of stuff.
It's crazy.
It's still available for the inaugural sailing of Star of the Seas. But you want to know the price tag on it for a week?
Oh, let me guess. I don't know. I haven't looked this up. If I was guessing, I would say for the price for the week, $60,000
per person.
60,000 per person.
Per person.
Okay.
It is about $55,000 for the first and second guest.
Each.
And then if you have more than that, it's an extra couple grand per third and fourth guest.
Okay, I'm just going to go out on record, and if I offend anybody listening to this, I'm not sorry. You deserve to be offended. Anybody that pays $55,000 for a week
on a cruise
ship, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You're dumb.
Yeah, I was looking.
And come at me. I don't care. You're dumb. I don't care how much money. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire, thousand. That is just stupid. You could rent a yacht.
You could take a cruise around the world for that price. The World Cruise just left. Now it's on Serenade of the Seas, but you didn't even have to pay. It was like 30 grand a person to go on 260 dates.
I was thinking 60,000 for the whole family, which is a lot still, and still not real smart.
Nope.
55,000 per person. If you book that, you're just dumb. I'm sorry. And I love Royal Caribbean. I love cruising, and I'm all for everybody being able to do whatever you want with your money.
Mm-hmm.
That's just dumb. But hey, if you got that kind of money to be stupid, wear yourself out. To each their own. I
can't imagine.
No.
I mean, I just, where does it stop? I mean, are we going to be hard pressed to find a sailing for under $4 or $5 grand for, here in a little bit? I mean,
well, you know what my concern is though, is right now, everybody keeps saying the economy's bad and this and that and the other. Clearly not. Just like everybody kept saying Disney's empty. Well, I know it's Christmas time or whatever, but Disney's not empty.
We've been 10 plus times this year, and it's never been
empty. So anybody that's saying that it's empty they're picking and choosing. They're playing into a narrative. Same thing with cruising. Cruising is not empty. Cruising is very, very popular right now. It's very, very busy. Are we seeing a bubble?
Yeah. Oh, here's your total price for the ultimate family townhouse for 2 adults, 2 children. Non-refundable rate.
Non-refundable.
$118,000, $895
for a week.
If
you've got that kind of money, congrats. You've done well for yourself.
Come see me. I promise to give you a better time than.
But if you spend that, I don't care how much money you have. If you spend that, who are they appealing to there? In order to spend $118,000 for a week-long vacation, you have to be in such a upper echelon of income to pay that why would the people who are in that echelon of income spend it there? Yeah. You could just about rent a yacht
and go anywhere you wanted to
with a crew for that price for a week.
Yeah, you could. And here
and have the whole thing to yourself.
Yeah. Not with 10,000 other people.
No, I mean, what my concern is are we seeing a bubble? They keep building bigger and bigger, and all cruise lines are guilty. Bigger, more expensive cruise ships. Icon was what, $2 billion, something like that, 1.8 billion. It's a lot of money. Are we going to see all this build up into where the bubble just pops? And then they can't fill these cruise ships, and then we're going to start seeing cruise companies taking financial hits and maybe some of them not surviving. Is that where we're headed? It seems like it.
Yeah, it's very concerning. I did take some samples just based on that time of year to give you an idea of what else you could get for the same type of, similar cruise with Royal Caribbean. I looked on Icon first for the same exact week. In an interior for 4, you're paying $5,600, which is still more
a lot.
More than we paid for the inaugural
and a balcony.
But it is still $1,300 less than Star, and it's practically the same ship.
It is the same ship.
You could go on Harmony for 8 days, the same time for $4,300.
See, now that for four people, $4,300, that's still a lot of money, but that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I think when you start getting up in the 5 and the 6s, that's where you start getting hit.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
But none of them hold a candle to our friend Disney Treasure. I took a sample. She doesn't have dates available
$10,000
that far in advance. But I did take Prime Spring Break Week in 2025.
$10,000, I'm betting.
8,600.
I'm a little off.
Prime Spring Break Week. So
is that an interior?
That's an interior for 4.
Interior for 4 for $8,600. Disney, I love you. No, thank you.
Yeah, we can't do that. I could go to Disney World for 2 weeks and not spend that amount of money.
No. Just no thank you.
Well, so leave it in the comments below, like, what is your limit? Like, when it comes to vacations, if you're going to take a week-long vacation and you need food, entertainment, everything included, what kind of budget do you place on yourself? Do you, I would be very curious to see what your types of budgets are. I know for us,
I'm about $1,500 per person for a week.
Yeah.
That's kind of my sweet spot right there. $1,500 max per person for 7 days.
Yeah, for food and entertainment and everything.
Food, entertainment, lodging, travel.
Yeah, all of that. I can see that's a pretty healthy budget.
And most of the time we don't spend that much.
No.
But that's about my limit. Let us know. Yours may be different.
And also, like, you're looking at Star and Icon, and yes, they're grand, and yes, there's a lot of new things to explore, but there's a lot of extra stuff that cost more too.
Oh yeah, the hidden costs are getting out of hand.
It used to be you went on the ship, and the only extra thing you could pay for was if you wanted a spa service
or alcohol,
or if you wanted to, eat at the steakhouse. That was it. If you wanted lobster on anything other than lobster night. I mean, now on Royal Caribbean, you used to be able to get unlimited lobster on lobster night. Now you get one and you have to pay for the rest.
Which is stupid and ridiculous.
Which is kind of, I understand that's fine, but, everything is extra. They're pushing towards the ultimate dining plans. If you want to eat in a different specialty restaurant for every night of your cruise, it's an extra $300-$400 a person. And that doesn't include the new supper club. The Empire Supper Club is $200 a head.
My question is this also. At what point do we see cruise lines just stop doing meals included and start charging for every meal? At what point does it become, cruising used to be a great value, a great way to travel because it was a good value. What point does it no longer become a good value? I think we're getting close.
And there's still some deals to be had. There are still some ways that you can find deals.
If you're flexible.
If you're flexible, and if you don't want the brand new shiny toy. You can even still go on like Allure of the Seas, which is an Oasis class ship that has not been refurbished. Does not have
fantastic ship.
It doesn't have water slides or anything like that. It's still a great ship. You can find some deals on her. And honestly, Harmony over out of Galveston, you can find some deals on her just because for some reason people kind of shun away from Galveston. There's not a lot of people eager to fly.
It's a travel issue too.
It is.
Flights are more expensive into Galveston than other areas. What in the world was that? Holy bejesus.
I'm sorry, I sneezed.
Was that a sneeze?
That was a sneeze. I didn't want to be a...
Alrighty then.
But
flights are more expensive into Galveston. That plays an issue.
They are, and you have to fly into kind of Houston, I think.
And then you got travel. So that's a problem.
South to,
where Florida, everybody flies in there for cheap.
Yeah. And, Miami's just a skip and a hop away. Fort Lauderdale is just a skip and a hop away from the cruise terminals.
So there's reasons for that. But at what point does cruising stop being a value?
Yeah.
you keep going up on your prices and you're getting less service for that same price, eventually people are going to say, man, it's just not for me anymore.
Correct. They are.
And they're either going to start taking less cruises or looking for the cheapest option and not having loyalty to any specific brand.
Right. And that's another thing. Like loyalty things are being taken away.
Yeah.
They're not available. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. So let us know in the comments what you think.
By no means am I wishing ill will or that any cruise line fails. I love cruising.
We will continue to cruise. It's just going to be, we're going to have to be choosy and we're going to have to be a little more diligent in.
Which goes back to what I have been saying for a long time. Even more of a reason to use a travel agent.
Yeah.
That is the whole reason that we are here. Use a travel agent. Matter of fact, use Oceaneers Travel. That's our travel agent for reference. So yeah, please use Oceaneers Travel. But with a travel agent, she can get you the best price and she can monitor that price for you. He, whatever. They can monitor that price.
I can do a price adjustment for you.
Use a travel agent.
If the price goes down significant enough, we can upgrade your room to something better. There's just so many things that I can do for you. I can help you navigate what ship is best, what port is best, how to get in and out of the ports, what you need to sail, what you need to pack.
Give you advice on excursions, on things you should and shouldn't do. Insurance.
I take out all of the worry for you and I put it on my shoulders.
Now, with that being said, when you call a travel agent, when you call Oceaneers Travel, a couple of pieces of information that would be good for you to have in mind. How long do you want to go for? When do you want to go? Roughly, doesn't have to be exact. If you've got a range. And honestly, just tell her up front. What is your budget? What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
That helps her target.
Even if it's a range, like, okay, somewhere 3,000 to 5,000. Okay. Well, I can give you an option on the low end. I can give you an option on the high end.
And then you can still make decisions.
Decide.
But this information just helps her better serve you.
If you don't give me a budget and then I quote you a $5,000 price and you're offended, you're going to run away and never use me again.
So just tell us what you want up front and we'll find something to meet your budget.
Don't be afraid to tell me, well, I really only have a $2,000 budget. That's fine. I'll see what I can find for your.
Well, we've got $2,000 budgets plenty of times. Yeah. And it can be done.
You just let me know and I will show you what can be done within your specific budget that I think is still, a good value for you.
So a couple more things and we'll get on out of here for this week. Please leave in the comments. Let us know what you think about the cruise ship pricing and things. Now, we're also going to talk about this little fella one more time.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to give him away. So
leave a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed and we will contact one of you to receive this Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party exclusive ornament from this year.
So yeah, he's also up on Instagram. So if you would rather
you can go to Instagram and comment there
and just leave some information. We'll contact you to who we decide to give it away to. We will be giving that away sometime in the next week.
Yeah.
We were going to give it away last week, but again, we missed a whole episode. So we're a little bit behind, but shipping is free. We will ship it to you for free. Come to you free of charge. Absolutely. Cruising does make great gifts. Disney, Universal, all that makes great gifts. All inclusive resorts, whatever you want. Get a hold of Oceaneers Travel. We'll help you get you.
Holla at your girl.
Help you get to where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Which is not at work.
So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us down in the comments what you want us to talk about or follow or do for you on the next podcast or any future video ideas. And until next time, friends, we'll see you later.
Deuces.
Arrivederci.
There you are with Arrivederci. What in the world?